Hey there, Seawolves fans. We're back with another episode of the Get Your Red On Minute, brought to you by Petro, the only name you need to know for all your home services. I'm your host, Diane Caruso. Our women's soccer team made history last season by capturing the America East Tournament Championship with 3 road victories. This season, the team has visions of home games after clinching its first ever share of the regular season title. We caught up with the Seawolves to see how they're preparing for another run at the tournament title.
We realized how good it felt to win the championship last year, and we kind of brought that same momentum into our spring. Just, work hard every day. Like, it was different last year. Like, we were an underdog, and this year it's like we have a big X on our back, and we knew that. Like, we kind of had that kind of like swag going into preseason. So I really knew that like our whole team was on board with that, and that's like a really good feeling to know like everyone knew that and kind of like bought into that. So I just knew from the first day of preseason when everyone came back.
And I think last week our game against UNH really just like gave a lot of us a feeling where we were like, no one's going to touch us again. Like, we've ended that game and we were like, that was it. Like, they scored the first goal on us and we all looked at each other and we were like, it's okay. Like, we're still going to win.
The squad has proven their resilience, scoring most of their goals during the second half. They now focus on the America East tournament with a target on their back.
Sometimes it takes it until halftime for coach to be like, listen, like, this is what they're doing. Like, you have to realize that like we can adjust. Like, we're good enough where we could do multiple things, whereas other teams will try to play to like where they think our weaknesses is, or they'll try to take away our strengths, but they don't realize like we have other strengths. So it's like halftime, they're like, just try this. Like, we're good at this too, and we'll try and we'll score.
Last year we had freshmen playing and we won a championship, It's just like we're at that level of soccer now where at least on our team, we don't judge you by how old you are. If you can play, and we want you to help us out. If you can help us on the field, off the field, we're all a family. So we brought them in and they stepped up and they're helping us out a lot.
Kenneth P. Laval Stadium will host at least one game this year during the postseason. A welcome change for the Seawolves.
Like, having a home game is definitely nice, like having all of our fans and our family there. But I think our attitude is the same, where we're kind of humble about it and we know what we have to do to win.
Ashley Castanio has been named the America East Goalkeeper of the Year. Castanio led the conference with 86 saves, including a career-high 13 against Maine in the regular season conference clincher. What's it like being a goalkeeper with everyone trying to score on you? I stepped on the line, took some shots, and Ashley taught me a few tricks of the trade. I'm here with Ashley Castanio, Goalkeeper of the Year for the America East Conference, and we're about to get an inside look on what it takes to be a goalkeeper. How'd you get into goalkeeper?
I would cry every day. I would go home crying. I hated it so much. And then I all of a sudden played really good one game and everyone was like, you're actually good. And I was like, I kind of like it. And then I just was in love with it. And I joined ODP in 6th grade, and then that was like, from then on, I didn't stop playing goal. Do you want to learn how to dive?
Love to learn how to dive.
Okay, so we're gonna put it right here. So you're gonna take one step like this and then just collapse right to the ground. Nice and easy. You got a keeper call too, same thing. Keeper again.
Keeper?
Yes, awesome. Good. You can't be scared. That's one thing, you can't be scared being a goalie. Oh, so close! That was so close. Yes! So we always go heels on the line because you'll get that one little step more. And then one thing we try and watch is the way that their hips face to the ball. So if Larissa's running up to the ball, you get set, and she goes like that, you see that her hips are opening up, so she's gonna go this way. If they're looking at one spot for a while, that might be where they're gonna go, or they might be trying to trick you too. So I kind of like to do some jumping jacks sometimes, move around, psych them out. Like today in practice, I was like, look at me, try and get in their head, try and psych them out. But let's try one. Yes! Great form! But that was another piece that really comes into PKs is scouting, because a lot of players won't change. Like, if you've been doing a PK your whole life, you're going to go the same way every time. So we were lucky enough to know that this exact girl who happened to shoot a PK on me, we had scouted, and I knew that she went to the right. So, I mean, she still was like, it's still a mind game because you never really know. But I knew that on the scouting report she was going to go to her right, and I remembered, so, well, her left, my right. So I just took a step, kind of closed my eyes a little bit. I made the save and I was like, oh my God, I saved it. Like, it's one of those moments, it's just like, they're unreal.
It's not just championship time for the women's soccer team. The men's and women's cross-country team are headed to the America East Championship this weekend.
We compete in a competitive schedule with the process to prepare for Saturday and also for regionals in 2 weeks. I feel that the experiences that they get there helps them mature into the situation that they're going to face on Saturday. And so I hope, that we hope it works, and that's what it's all about.
Full interviews and other Seawolves news can be found at goseawolves.org. Catch the women's soccer team in action this Sunday against number 3 Maine, with kickoff set to take place at 2 p.m. home in Laval Stadium. Thanks for watching this week's episode, and come back next Friday for another edition. Keep following Stony Brook Athletics on all of its social media outlets, and use the hashtag Seawolves to keep the conversation going. And remember to get your red on. It's what we do.
Come out this Sunday at 2 p.m. to Laval Stadium and support your Seawolves.
In the America East semifinal against the Maine Black Bears.